It's Varsity Weekly Live, your coverage of all things pop culture, local Arizona news, and national news.
Welcome to Varsity Weekly Live, where everything is trending. My name is Vince DeLisio from the Varsity Sports Show, and joining me tonight, in addition to members of our amazing team that you'll meet as the show goes on. It's only 15 minutes, guys, so we get through it pretty quick. But our co-hosts tonight from the University of Arizona, both of them, School of Journalism, Cole Bruntz and Nam Lee. Cole, Nam, how's it going, guys?
Going great.
Doing good. How are you?
Awesome. Guys, so excited. You guys are geared up for this, and you've had a chance to cover some activity and some games and things. How's that going?
It's going well. Each week it gets a little bit easier, so that always helps. Getting that practice in is, ultimately what we're here to do. So, I'm glad I'm getting this experience.
Awesome.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, awesome experience. Just getting out there and getting that practice rounds in. It's really helping.
Good deal. Well, that's good to hear. And so without further ado, we're going to kick things off. Go ahead, take it away, guys.
Yeah, so first off, we got Ethan Kinney here joining us, and he is going to be talking to us about the Stranger Things finale. How's it going, Ethan?
Hey, Cole, how are you?
Doing good, man. So what you got for us?
Yeah, so it's been about a month since the finale of Stranger Things wrapped up, and I know that the finale kind of left a lot of people a little bit maybe sour. They expected a lot more action, and they felt like maybe the finale was sort of crammed into something that maybe it shouldn't have been. The most notable part is at the end where they kind of gave the viewers essentially a choose your own story, where Eleven, they thought that she died in the show, but then towards the end, they were seen playing Dungeons and Dragons, which was a common theme across the show. And it basically led into Mike saying that he believes that Eleven is alive, but there's actually no confirmation of what the actual ending is. And while a lot of people hated the ending, I really wasn't that opposed to it. I felt like the whole Dungeons and Dragons theme really tied the whole story together nicely. And I think over time it's sort of grown on me that they chose to end the show similar to the way that the beginning of the show sort of started off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so the way it ended, could you see there being like any kind of spin-offs of Stranger Things or not really?
Yeah, the Duffer Brothers said that there was a spin-off in the works, but not with any of the main characters. I think the spin-offs were going to be with Nancy, with Steve, and with Will's older brother. But they haven't really given much detail, and with Stranger Things, obviously they took so much time to create the seasons. I can't imagine the spin-off happening for at least like 1 to 2 years.
Gotcha. Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us. That's Ethan Kinney with the Stranger Things finale. Thank you, Ethan. And joining us now will be Nam.
So up next, we have Janice Reyes, who will be joining us to talk about the Grammys, which just happened this past Sunday. Welcome, Janice.
Hello. Yes, the Grammys are a big deal. I tune in every year. There was 95 total categories, and within the past few years, they've been adding categories. So to kickstart with the big four biggest categories and the winners, Song of the Year was won by Billie Eilish, her song Wildflower. And there was some backlash with that song because technically it came out in 2024. And they would prefer other songs to have won that award. And the next was Record of the Year. It was Kendrick Lamar featuring SZA. And then Album of the Year was won by Bad Bunny, Debí Tirar Más Fotos. And that was the first Spanish album to win Album of the Year, which is like a pretty big deal. And then Best New Artist was won by Olivia Dean. And there was also some controversy behind that one. There's people are always upset over who wins Best New Artist. No one's ever really happy with that one. But yeah, some history was made in the rap industry. Kendrick Lamar left with 5 Grammys, and because of that, he became the most awarded rapper in Grammy history. Yeah.
So one thing that caught my attention in the Best New Artist category was Leon Thomas. That was an interesting name that came
Yeah.
up in the nomination. Obviously, I don't know if you're familiar. He was big on Nickelodeon
Mhm.
about 12 years ago, 12, 13 years ago. Any opinions on that?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I love the album. I love the song. I love his performance in the Grammys. And honestly, I was like, whoever wins this is well deserved. I loved watching all of their performances at the Grammys. The Marias are personally one of my favorites. But yeah, I really wasn't upset about who won, who didn't win. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Janice, for telling us a little bit about the Grammys. Obviously, like you said, history was made. Uh, Olivia Dean, obviously, like one of the hottest new artists. Bad Bunny with his album being the first Spanish language album, obviously a huge deal. Another year, it seems like another year of history making Grammy Awards. So, thank you so much for joining us. That was Janice Reyes talking to us about the Grammys. And now we are joined back by Cole Bruns.
Hey guys, next coming up, we got Amaya Lucero with a pre-recorded segment talking about the Palo Verde High School winning the National Dance Alliance.
Hi, it's Amaya Lucero from Varsity Sports, coming to you from UNLV, reporting on Palo Verde's recent win at NDA. Palo Verde recently competed at NDA Regionals here in Las Vegas, Nevada. On January 24th, the Pantherettes competed 2 routines, one jazz and one palm. Their jazz routine placed first with a score of 91.38. Coronado High School placed second, and Faith Lutheran placed third. Their palm routine placed third with a score of 89.5. Faith Lutheran placed first, and Coronado High School placed second. Palo will host their annual auditions this spring. Audition information usually drops between March and April. Be on the lookout or follow their Instagram at Palo Verde Dance. The Palo Verde dance team is a powerhouse. Last year at Nationals, they took 5th place in the varsity jazz category out of 53 teams. All of the girls' hard work paid off on January 24th. They took home an award for technical excellence. The Palo Verde dance team will go on to compete these 2 routines at Nationals on February 14th. You can log on to the Varsity TV NDA Nationals website to watch the whole competition play out live. Good luck, Palo Verde dancers!
And welcome back to Varsity Weekly Live. So far so good, guys. Some great reporting there. Obviously, I didn't get a chance to watch the Grammys, but and I get a little turned off when it turns political, but it was still entertaining from what I heard with some of the awards and Nam, what the recap that we got from Janice there. What I'm most looking forward to, because you had mentioned Bad Bunny, and obviously I think of the Super Bowl and halftime show this coming weekend. I want to see the commercials. I've been hearing there's a star-studded cast of commercials coming. There is a game, but in addition to the game, are just some entertaining commercials. So I can't wait for that. I have yet to see them. I know that there have been a couple that have been kind of previewing out there, and you can go online and see them. But all I've been reading about is the fact that there are some major stars that have been putting some ads together that'll run on Sunday.
Yeah. I always make sure I watch the commercials for sure. They always got some good ones out there. Yeah, and I heard there's like a couple big movie ones as well that are supposed to be out for the first time or something like that. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Now, what do we have coming up next?
Next we have Nick Rashke joining us to talk about the Winter Olympics, which is set to commence tomorrow.
Hey, Nam, how you doing?
Good, Nick. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. So
Yes,
you're here to talk to us about the Winter Olympics.
Yes, well, so the Olympics did begin yesterday, but the opening ceremony doesn't start until tomorrow, which the main ceremony will be taking place in Milan, which it's the Milano Cortina Olympic Games. It'll be taking place in Milan. They're going to have the big parade with all the athletes, but there's also going to be other events going on because it's not just in Milan, it's in a lot of northern Italy. So it's Milan, it's Livigno, Predazzo, and Cortina, which it's going to be all around northern Italy, kind of around the mountains. So it's going to be a multitude of events going on for this big opening ceremony. Obviously, we've seen massive opening ceremonies in the past. I mean, did you ever watch Paris, where they basically used the entire city for that opening ceremony?
Yeah, no, the Paris Olympics, yeah, that was a treat to watch for sure. The opening ceremonies, they're always in a way they're a big part of the show. A lot of people tune in to that. So I understand this is, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first Olympic that is going to be like co-hosted by like multiple cities rather than just being in one. Is that correct?
Exactly. Yeah. So Italy, they're going all out for the Olympics. Obviously, for the opening ceremony, you're going to have Mariah Carey. You're going to have Laura Pausini, a bunch of Italian celebrities, and then you have Snoop Dogg is going to come up. He's going to have a little bit of I'm sure he's going to have some sort of segment. You have former U.S. Gold medalist Shaun White, and yeah, I think that the Winter Olympic culture is different than the summer because winter sports, you can kind of do a lot more in terms of costuming. You don't got to worry about the hot weather or anything. So I think Italy's going to do a good job kind of showing off their culture and doing a lot tomorrow, it's going to be at 2 p.m. Eastern. So that's going to be noon Arizona time.
Awesome. Well, it's definitely going to be an exciting time. Winter Olympics, everyone tunes in, So Nick, that was Nick Rashke. Thank you so much for joining us to talk to us about the Olympics. And now we are joined again by Cole Bruntz.
Hey guys, yeah, next we will have Thomas Gabo here joining us to talk about the Grammys.
Gabo with the Varsity Sports Show, and today I'm going to be talking about the 2026 Grammys. Hosted by comedian Trevor Noah, the 2026 Grammys went down at Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles. Bruno Mars and Rosé opened the show, and we've seen Justin Bieber perform one of his songs, Yukon, for the first time in 4 years. Now getting into the awards. Olivia Dean won Best New Artist. Kendrick Lamar and SZA win Record of the Year with their song Luther. Kendrick Lamar had 9 nominations last Sunday night, and Cher stole the show and has an oopsie and tried to walk off stage when she was supposed to announce Record of the Year, but then announced late Luther Vandross instead.
Oh, they told me it was going to be on the prompter. Oh, the Grammy goes to Luther Vandross.
Luther Vandross.
Billie Eilish's Wildflower won Song of the Year, and who stole the show at the Grammys was Bad Bunny, winning Album of the Year, having 6 nominations and winning the final award of the night. He is the first Spanish artist to win Album of the Year, and he is also performing the Super Bowl halftime show. He also won 2 other Grammys, but this one highlighted his performance. The Grammys are an important time for singers, songwriters, producers, and all the above to showcase what they've put on in the past year, and many artists' lives were changed and plagued their history in Grammy history. Once again, I'm Thomas Gabo with the Varsity Sports Show.
Well, great recap by Thomas from UNLV. So nice job tonight. And any takeaways about tonight's show? Any favorites, Cole?
I'm really excited for the Winter Olympics. I'm a skier from being from Colorado, but I'm always excited to see the skiing and snowboarding stuff for sure.
Nam, what about you?
Oh, I mean, it might be a little, honestly, same. I feel like these big events, Olympics, World Cup, they always bring people together. It's always a good time. I guess, maybe some people just use it as an excuse to get together and just, have some fun. But it's always a great time. So definitely looking forward to that.
Great. Good stuff. Hey, tune in tomorrow night, guys. We are going to be out at a lineman invitational out at Corona del Sol High School, and Friday Night Live will be at 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 9 p.m. Pacific on all of our social media platforms. Tune in for that, as well as Saturday morning's Varsity Sports Show. We'll have some live reports from members of our team from the Waste Management Phoenix Open, among other things. So on behalf of our amazing team and co-host tonight from the University of Arizona, Cole Bruntz and Nam Lee, my name is Vince Delicio, and thank you to our producer from UNLV, Marla Mundo. On behalf of our team, have a great night, everyone, and thanks for tuning in to Varsity Weekly Live.
It's Varsity Weekly Live, your coverage of all things pop culture, local Arizona news, and national news.